And employee engagement can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people, but really the fact of the matter is that there is a science to it, and that it draws from a variety of different disciplines. So what we've done is we've looked at the literature not only in economics, but also in organizational behavior, industrial organizational psychology, and sociology, to try to understand organizational engagement from a variety of different lenses. We've also supplemented that with case studies from the quick serve industry. Well, three things that all of you probably care about: branding, productivity, turnover. These are all things that the literature has linked to your frontline employees. The fact of the matter is your employees really drive all of those three outcomes, and your workforce is the face of your organization and the most direct point of contact with your customers. And what they found was that those companies in the top and bottom quartile were distinguished because the companies in the top quartile had 1 to 4% higher profitability. They also, on average, had 80 to 120,000 higher monthly revenues or sales per business unit. And in terms of turnover, they experienced 14 to 50% lower turnover. So really the key takeaway is that engagement is driving a variety of business outcomes that ultimately drive your profitability. There are really two ways to improve your employee engagement. The first is to find employees that are likely to be more engaged. So as I mentioned here, there's a science to employee engagement. It's not a black box. There are certain personality and traits and characteristics that make someone more predisposed to be an engaged employee. And what you need to do is identify those characteristics and screen for them. Now, second, once we've found that talent pool, we want to keep them engaged throughout the employee life cycle. So doing things like creating a culture that promotes engagement, really identifying what that engagement or that culture should look like, and then doing what you can to develop it. On top of which, we want to encourage employees to form a tight network. Studies have shown that that's actually linked very highly to engagement. And finally, we want to proactively and systematically solicit feedback. In the same way that we train our leaders, we also want to ensure that all levels of the workforce are contributing their ideas and trying to improve the organization.